Hello, everybody, and welcome to Meaningful Monday. I just want to wish every single one of you a very, very blessed and happy and successful new year. So, this is a recording, as you obviously know, because on the first Monday of January, I'm actually having a birthday celebration at the same time, so I wouldn't be able to be live with you. So, I pre recorded this. However, the intention and the energy is exactly the same as when I'm always with all of you. So take this time for yourself and thank you for joining. Thank you for watching and give this time to yourself to really just benefit from it. And I really commend you for taking care of yourself and starting off the new year wanting to know how you personally can improve your life. So for any one of you who are new to Meaningful Monday, it's the first Monday of every month. It's a free webinar, and what I tend to do is just share some information or teaching or some knowledge that really just helps a person raise their awareness to, live your best life, improve your life, and hopefully incrementally just make minor tweaks and changes as you go along in life. And that's really how a person makes massive progress over the long term. And really, when we try to make big, massive changes, it doesn't necessarily always work because it's not often sustainable. So that's why there's this debate, with New Year's resolutions. Personally, I'm not one for New Year's resolutions. I'm one for every single day resolutions. And my belief is that every single day we should reflect on how we were in that day and where we weren't that great, how we could improve and make ourselves better. And for where we have been really good, tap yourself on the shoulder, acknowledge that, and repeat it. So the topic for tonight is, I think, what every single person who's, living on the planet would like more of in their life, and that is health, wealth, and happiness. And why not? We deserve to have a great life. We deserve to have it all. And if you believe in anything less than that, then you've got some limiting beliefs you need to work on, because we are abundantly, we are born as children into an abundant universe, an abundant life. We come from an abundant creator, from an infinite source, and we do deserve to really, so in quotation marks, have it all. And why not? So what I'm going to share with you tonight is just 8 simple techniques that, in my view, if you just focus, you may want to write these down. So if you want to grab a pen and paper and make notes, please do. Just 8 things. If you can focus on these 8 things and get a little bit better at them every single day, your life will get much, much better. Your health will improve. Your wealth will improve, because wealth is a direct reflection and expression of what's going on the inside. Wealth can never be created on the outside if we poor and limited on the inside. So the more wealth we have, it means the more we are, fulfilled, secure, loving ourselves, confident, feelings of self-worth, feelings of a good self-image, that of worthiness, of being deserving. That is reflected on the outside. And if that on the inside improves, then yes, how does our bank account and our wealth? And it's reflected that way. So absolutely, if your health improves and you improve yourself, your wealth will improve. And what is happiness? Happiness is, one thing for sure, it's not a destination. You can never say, oh, I'll be happy when, the kids are out the house. I'll be happy when I've got that qualification. I'll be happy when I get that better job. I'll be happy when I've made so much money. I'll be happy when I've got the perfect partner. No. That's destination focused. To be really happy, we need to be journey focused. It means every single day, with gratitude and appreciation, we look at our lives and we make ourselves happy. And that's just a choice. Some people might say, oh, that's not really true. That person is much happier than I am because their life is better than mine, and I've got these struggles. Well, no. Our life is, again, a reflection of our inside world. So if we make the effort to control our thoughts, where everything begins, and our feelings and our attitudes, our life will reflect that. And there's a saying that says, a man is as happy as he chooses to be. And I really do believe that. So health, wealth, and happiness. I'm going to talk about 8 principles tonight. please make notes, and I'll just share with you up front. These all are in the Silver Method. So if you are a Silver Method graduate, then this is a good review for you, and make notes and apply the tools that I'm going to share on how you can be more healthy, wealthy, and more happy. And if you've never done the Silver Method, then I'll still share with you the 8 principles and how you can apply them in your life in a simple, easy to understand way just for yourself. And of course, if you want to really learn these techniques in a deeper way that's programmed into your subconscious mind for sustainable long-term results, then you may consider doing the Silver Method. And if you don't know what that is, excuse me, the Silver Method is a 4-day dynamic meditation program which basically retrains or reprograms the subconscious mind. And why it's called dynamic meditation is because we go into a meditative state and then we actively use the mind through advanced visualization techniques that's dynamic. So we see the image moving and we get into the image and we experience it with all of our senses and with all of our feelings. And as we do that, it's just like visualization that you've heard anywhere before. All top performers, top athletes, all the best of the best in the world use visualization. It's exactly the same techniques. The Silver Method is based on advanced visualization, and there's a technique to address anything you'd ever want in your life from end to end. So I'm going to share some of those techniques in this presentation tonight. Whether you're a Silver graduate or not, I'm sure it'll be helpful for all of you. All right, so just to let you know, all Meaningful Mondays are recorded, and they're up on my YouTube channel. It's at the bottom written there, called Silver Method. It's actually Silver Method Australia. I should actually fix that, and I might even fix it right now. Just to make sure that you do have the right information. Whoops. Okay, on the right channel, Silver Method Australia. All right, so when it comes to health, wealth, and happiness, there's 8 principles, as I said, I'm going to talk about, and I've actually bucketed them into 2 groups. And the first group is what I call the foundational one. So let me just get into that. So as I said, I'm going to share things that come from the Silver Method directly, because for me, the Silver Method absolutely changed my life about 11 years ago. So significantly changed my life. I felt compelled, really and truly, to teach this, to share it with others. I thought this program is so amazing and is so fantastic. I can't find it in Australia. This is my mission, is to teach it to as many people as I can and help improve other people's lives and make their lives better as much as it changed mine. Now, the founder of the Silver Method is a man named Jose Silva, and this is his quote: "The greatest discovery you'll ever make is the potential of your own mind." And the word there is potential because it's been proven many years ago. I think Abraham Maslow was one person to really dig deep into it, is that human potential is unlimited. That means that your potential is unlimited. So when Jose says the greatest discovery you'll ever make is that potential that we have of your own mind, and when you know how to use your mind in a specific and focused way, there is no end to what you can achieve. And bit by bit, we can improve our lives. I always say bit by bit because people sometimes think they're going to have this massive breakthrough. One day is going to come, they're going to do something and everything's going to fall in their lap. It doesn't happen that way. We build our lives. We build our health. We build our wealth. And so too with happiness. And that building is improving your mind a little bit more every single day. So let me jump into it and kick this off. So it says here, how to recreate health, wealth, and happiness. Well, it all starts with these 3 steps: desire, belief, and expectancy. And if anyone's done the Silver Method and listened to this, you will know this because the whole program is based on these 3 key steps: desire, belief, and expectancy. So if we just talk about, the first one, or let's start off with all 3 of them. All 3 of these are spiritual energies. They are intangible things. You can't really count desire, you can't count belief or expectancy, you can't measure it in any way with an instrument or anything like that. They're inside us. So it depends on an individual how these are ever experienced. But what we really need to do through repetition to achieve anything you want in life, any goal that you have, think of a goal that you want right now. Bring it to the top of your mind, the most important goal in your life. For you to achieve that, the first thing you're going to need is a very strong, burning desire to have that thing. If your desire by any means is weak or so, then it's up to you to increase that desire. And one of my favorite books of all time is Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. And there's a chapter in there. It's the first chapter of the book is desire. And he says a little bit of fire makes a little bit of heat. So it's up to us to cultivate desire. So think about the goal that you want. And you need to make sure that you are doing everything you can to have not just a desire, but a burning desire to have that thing. Because think of your own life. If there's anything you've ever really, really, really wanted, and you've had a very strong desire to achieve it, you've achieved that thing. So now we have new goals. This is the new year. I don't know what you want to achieve for yourself in 2021. Whatever it is, make sure that you have a strong desire. And one way you can really do that is to get a pen and paper and just write down all the reasons why. Why do you want that thing? Start with why, like Simon Sinek. So you start with why. And all the sentences, you start writing with the word because. I want whatever it is because, and you write there how it will make your life different and better. And you repeat that and you read that regularly and you cultivate a strong desire. The second one is belief. This is probably the most important one and probably the one we need to work on most. When we believe that something's going to happen, it will happen. When we want something but have some form of doubt, and that just means you don't believe it fully, we don't achieve it. Doubt is a massive eroder of manifesting what we want. So what we need to do is create the belief. So let's just say the thing is to do with money. Money is easy because it's measurable. If we said we want to take our income from this level to this level, we don't really believe it. Because if we do believe it, we would have achieved that level already. So we have to create a new belief that we can achieve that. And the best way to do that is to visualize. And I'll get into that in one of the 8 steps, is to visualize having that thing and feeling the feelings of having it. And when we do that with repetition, slowly but surely, your mind sees it so many times and says, oh, this is me, this is me, this is real, this is how it is. Because your mind can't distinguish between imagination and reality. That's probably the most important thing you'll ever hear. So if you are making notes, you want to write that down. And specifically, your subconscious mind. Your subconscious mind can't tell the difference between imagination and reality. So if you visualize yourself, not at the income level you are now, but where you could be or want to be, and you keep doing that with repetition, the brain thinks it's real. Do it enough times, and you actually create a memory of the future you. And slowly, as you get more and more familiar with that future image, you close the gap between where you are now and where you want to be. And that's how you create a new belief. And once you have a belief, I'm going to get this. I know I'm going to get it. I can see it. I can feel it. It's so tangible to me. It's so familiar to me. By that stage, you have stepped now into expectancy. And expectancy is the knowing that it's going to happen. And if you've ever really wanted something, or really believed you can have something, then you know, you kind of expect it to show up. And that expectancy is a really, really, very powerful energy. And that's like the law of attraction. The law of attraction is a real universal law. It applies consistently without deviation to everyone, all the time, anywhere. And it says you attract into your life that which you think, feel, and believe. So expectancy is that knowing it's going to happen, and that energy is very strong. And then all things in your life start to cooperate and forces come into play, and that thing kind of comes into reality for you. And that's the result of strong desire, creating a new belief, so much so that you now expect it to happen. And when you add these 3 together, that's faith. So faith is a very, very powerful spiritual energy. It's a knowing that you're going to achieve this thing that you want. Now, if any one of those 3 is a little bit weak, it's going to kind of delay or slow down whatever it is that you want to manifest. The other thing is, which I'll talk about in visualization, when we visualize the thing that we want and see ourselves actually achieving it and how that feels, the word I'd use is connect. We actually connect to that experience, and then we experience it emotionally as well. It feels so good, it feels so wonderful. I've got this thing. How do I feel? It feels great. Yes, I feel the achievement. I feel the accomplishment. All those emotions and that future experience of what you want, when you do that through visualization or just thinking about it or daydreaming about it, you connect to it, you connect to it, you connect to it. And that's also a very important part of this formula of desire, belief, and expectancy. Okay, so I said to you I'm going to share with you 8 steps on how to create more health, wealth, and happiness. The first 4 are what I call the foundational necessities. Why? Because they are the foundation. If you think of a beautiful, massive, tall building, huge building, even a skyscraper, the strength of that building depends on its foundation. The foundation has to be strong, like building a house. If you build a house on weak foundations, it's going to crack, the walls are going to crack, it's going to collapse, it's eventually going to fall down, it won't last very long. If you build your life on a strong foundation, you can then keep building and building and building, and you'll be able to sustain everything that you create. You know, there's some people who create things in life and they lose it, and then they create it again and they lose it and they create it again. Why do they do that? Because it's not built on a solid foundation. They haven't got some foundational principles in place. So here they are. The first one is to really intentionally relax every day. Not by sitting there going, oh, I'll relax, I'll relax, I'll relax. No, through meditation. If you do meditate daily, high five to you, well done. If you don't, this is a foundational necessity, not a requirement or a request, a necessity. Well, it is a requirement. That's a great word. Not an optional request, a necessity. It took me many years, I'll be honest, to get into the daily practice of meditation. But it's been like that for so many years now. I don't go a day without meditating, often 2 to 3 times, sometimes even more than that per day. And all I can tell you is the more you meditate, the better your life becomes. I'll say it again. The more you meditate, the better your life becomes. So the first one is to intentionally relax, and that's, you can meditate passively. There's nothing wrong with it. All meditation is good for you. I'm going to suggest, no matter who you are, where you are, if you don't meditate daily or often or frequently, or your life's a little bit busy, or whoever you are, if you don't use the long relax, the Silva Method long relax, I'm giving it, it's free. So on my website, I'm giving it to you. Practice it and give it a go. So if you go to JanineSharkinternational.com and fill in your name there, you can download the Silva Method long relax. It's about 30 minutes. It's equivalent to 4 hours of natural sleep for the mind and the body. Now, why is this a foundational necessity? Well, it's foundational because if you meditate every day, and specifically the long relax, and why I choose it is because there's a book written by 2 neuroscientists called How Words Affect the Brain, and there's another book they've also written called How God Affects the Brain. It's not really so much about God, but more about belief systems and people who have faith. And it's written by Mark Newman and Mark Newberg and Andrew Newberg and Mark Waldman. Newberg and Waldman, the 2 neuroscientists. One of the best things for the brain is intentional and focused relaxation on parts of the body step by step. So we call this the fractional relax, from the top of the head all the way down to the feet. When we do that, what we're doing is we're controlling our mind, we're developing our concentration, we're learning how to focus the mind in a very specific way. We're able to develop a stronger ability of mind-body connection. So if anybody knows Wim Hof, called the Iceman, the reason he can stand in buckets of ice or go into pools of ice-cold water in the South or North Pole, wherever he goes, is because his mind can control his body temperature, his heart rate. That's how powerful his mind is. So if you do the fractional relax, like the long relax every day, you also develop that ability to have mind-body connection and control, because you're saying to your mind, relax the scalp, relax the forehead, relax the eyes, bit by bit as we go down. And when you start to feel that tingling sensation, that relax, you know you've created that with your mind alone. That's another benefit. And as you practice this with repetition, your mind gets stronger, your ability to relax your body deeply is created by nothing else but thought alone. No massage, no heat, no hot bath, no infrared, no massage oils, just your mind. Your mind's getting stronger, and the ability to do this frequently basically trains your body and trains your mind to become familiar with that feeling of deep relax. And the more familiar it becomes, slowly over time through repetition, you become a person who's more relaxed, a person who's calm. If anybody's read the great book of As a Man Thinketh by James Allen, the last chapter of the book is called Serenity. He says one of the beautiful jewels of wisdom is calmness of mind. Calmness of mind. It's a rare treasure. It's worth more than gold. It says in the book, worth more than gold, even fine gold, to be able to have a calm and serene mind. How do you get that? Through practice. So do the long relax, do it every day if you can, every single day. Start your day like that. I recommend if you're going to meditate only once a day, do it in the morning. Second best at night. Third best at lunch, just after lunch in the afternoon. That's the first foundational necessity. The second one is managing your inner dialogue. This is just an awareness of what you say to yourself and what you're thinking. The more aware you can become and manage the negative thoughts and convert them to positive, the more positive the outcomes of your life will be, the better your life will become. This is a fact. Any personal development teacher on the planet will tell you that positive thinking is not just a nice fad. It really, really does translate into better outcomes in your life and a better life. If you think about your inner dialogue, whenever we think to ourselves, oh, I don't feel well, I'm so sick, I have a pain, you're actually creating it. If you think, oh, I can't afford that, I wish I had more money, I don't have enough money, you are creating that. If you think, oh, I'm feeling down today, I don't feel so good, you are creating that. So those simple examples I've given you, if we could change those and replace them with positive ones, whatever they are, every day and every way I'm getting healthier and healthier. I love to feel better. I love to feel stronger. I love that my body has a feeling of well-being. Those are positive thoughts. That's good for health. Instead of thinking I don't have enough money, whatever, I'm so happy and grateful for everything I have in my life. Just keep affirming. Money comes to me in increasing quantities from multiple sources on a continuous basis. I learned that from Bob Proctor. Repeat it over and over. Positive statements like that create those outcomes. Now the third one, it says manifest a goal in under 10 hours every day. This is in the Silver method. It's the clock technique. Basically, it's waking up every day without an alarm clock. Now, even if you have not done the Silver method, I'm going to tell you right now, you can do this. Try it and don't stop giving it a go until you've got it right. But you can do this. Just go to bed at night, relax, look at the time on the clock. Let's say it's 10 o'clock. And let's say you want to wake up at, I don't know, 6 o'clock. You look at the clock and you just say, okay, it's 10 o'clock now. You go, I want to wake up at 6 o'clock. I will wake up at 6 o'clock with a very firm voice of authority. And then imagine the clock's hands going, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4. And as it comes to 6, imagine yourself waking up and go to sleep. Just do that. Focus with an intention on what time you want to wake up. Do not use an alarm. It's very bad for your health. It wakes up with a stress response. That's why it's called alarm clock. And maybe to get yourself going, set your alarm for 5 or 10 minutes after the time that you programmed for, just in case you don't want to be late for work or miss anything. But very soon you'll be able to do it exactly to the minute. And when you've got that right, stop using a backup alarm clock. Do not use it anymore. Why is this so important? This proves to you that you can manifest a goal every single day in under 10 hours. You want to wake up at that time to the minute, and you will. And my friends, this is such a simple technique, but it is one of the most powerful things to do for you, for yourself and for your mind and for your self-confidence and for your ability to believe in your power to manifest. So that's definitely one everybody should do, and do it every day. Make yourself a goal for 2021 to stop using an alarm clock forever, regardless. Even if I take a flight to Brisbane for the investment property side of my business, helping clients invest, and I've got to wake up at sometimes 3:30 in the morning to take an early flight. I don't use an alarm clock, even though it's the middle of the night, 3:30 for me. I just program my mind and I wake up on time. And the more you do that, the more confidence you have in your ability to create. And if you can manifest a goal of waking up on time, what's the difference in manifesting a goal of creating more money, or improving your health, or overcoming an illness, or finding the perfect house, or being able to get the perfect job, or finding a soulmate, whatever it may be? There's no difference except our belief. I can do it. I can't do it. Oh, I can do that. I can't do that. Oh, I can wake myself up at 6 o'clock in the morning with an alarm clock, but I don't think I can heal a tumor. Why not? There's no difference between them. I think it's even written in the Bible that there's no difference between a small miracle or a big miracle. A miracle is a miracle. And creating what we want is exactly the same. It just requires belief. That's why I said one of the 3 steps is desire, belief, and expectancy. And how to create that belief? You've got to keep seeing it in your mind. You've got to keep believing it. So the simple clock technique is an easy way to build that confidence. So that's also a foundational necessity. It's a foundation because you need to know that you are quite self-confident in your ability to manifest that goal every single day. You can do it. And the more you practice, the better you believe in yourself. So your self-worth and confidence goes up. Number 4 is sleep. Sleep is so important. It would probably be a Meaningful Monday on its own. We do need to have enough sleep. We need to have about 7 to 9 hours of sleep every night. And if you're not getting enough sleep, please make that one of your real goals to get right in the new year and for the rest of your life. Make sure you're getting enough sleep. There are so many reasons to make sure you get enough sleep, and so many reasons why we should not be sleep deprived. And there's an enormous amount of research around sleep and our cognitive ability, our memory, our level of optimism, our health, our metabolism, our ability to focus, even the desire to achieve our goals. Everything is related to really feeling refreshed, getting enough sleep, feeling healthy. It's like you want to have like the most amazing car with the best engine and great performance. Sleep, as an analogy of a car, are like the wheels. If the wheels are in poor shape, if the tires are in poor shape, if one is a puncture, one wheel's missing, no matter how fantastic that car is and its engine, it's not going to go very far or drive very well without the wheels. That's exactly how sleep is for our lives. So don't underestimate the importance. It's a foundational necessity. All right, let's just dig a little bit into some of these. When I spoke about managing your inner dialogue, which here you can see is number 2, managing inner dialogue, it's about the self-talk we have. So here's a quote. It says, don't speak negatively about yourself, even as a joke. Your body doesn't know the difference. Words are energy and cast spells. That's why it's called spelling. I like that. Change the way you speak about yourself, and you can change your life. What you're not changing, you're also choosing. So here is just a list of words. If you're making notes or want to take a photo of the screen or write these down, go for it. These are some words that we should absolutely eliminate completely from our vocabulary. The first word is can't. Can't. The minute you say can't, the brain shuts down. It doesn't work. So never use the word can't. Always say somehow, someway I can do this. Don't speak in terms. Don't speak in terms of what we don't want. Speak in terms of what we do want. An example is, don't think of a pink elephant. Don't think of a pink elephant wearing a pink tutu. As I say, don't think of a pink elephant, you see the pink elephant. So when we say, I don't want to be late, I don't want to lose my business, I don't want to go broke, I don't want to get fat, I don't want to fight, I don't want to be unhappy, we're creating all the images, and our mind works in images of the wrong picture. So don't cancel word. And if you've got children, make sure that you manage their dialogue as well, that they don't use any of these words as well. Just in your household, make it a kind of rule. We don't say don't, we don't say can't. Another one is the word but. Use the word and instead of but. When we say but, we negate everything we've said before. Like, this year, I'm really going to improve my self-discipline But when it comes to this and that, and then we just negated that. You know, whatever you say and you say but, you just negate what you said before. So always use the word and. Try. I'll try wake up and exercise tomorrow. No, I will wake up and exercise tomorrow. Try presupposes failure. Should is a very bad word. Please take all the shoulds that you use about yourself out of your vocabulary and replace them with could. So when we say, oh, I should have exercised yesterday, I should have called that person yesterday, that's guilt. It makes you feel bad, runs you down, disempowers you. But if we say could instead of should, I could have called that person yesterday. You're empowered now. You know that you have choices and you need to manage your choices better. It immediately shifts that guilt into choices. So not should, but could. A word impossible, there's no such thing as impossible. Never use that word. Also, any expressions like pain in the neck, pain in the butt, the subconscious mind, so over here it said your body does not know the difference. Well, your subconscious mind, some people say the subconscious mind is the body. No one really knows, but the point is, or say and, I caught myself there, and the point is, whatever we say, the subconscious mind takes it literally. Your conscious mind knows that pain in the neck is an expression. It just means you don't like the person, just an expression. Your subconscious mind doesn't know that. So when it says pain in the neck, it keeps hearing you say that, it takes it literally, and they've proven it. If you repeat any statement long enough, it becomes a reality. It's not on the list here, but even the expression, I can't stand this and I can't stand that, they've proven that some people have got problems with their legs. They use that expression so frequently. Also saying, this makes me sick, or I'm sick and tired of the traffic, or I get a headache every time I have to think about doing this and that. I'm dying too. If you have a friend who says, I'm dying to go to the movies, say, excuse me, you're dying? Say, no, I'd really like to go to the movies. Ah, I thought you said you're dying. You really like to go to the movies. Just do that. Help a person out also becoming aware of their language. I'm dying to go on holiday. The minute we say those words, even though consciously we know it's an expression, as I said, our subconscious takes it literally, and our immune system starts to break down. Every time we say I'm dying to anything, it affects the immune system, affects every cell in the body. It's negative energy, and there's enormous amount of neuroscience behind this. And if you think I'm kidding, read the book, How Words Affect the Brain, written by 2 neuroscientists. Everything affects the brain, every word that we speak. Or saying this is killing me. Rather say, I prefer, and state what you want. Don't say what you don't want. You know, so often we say when a person says, I'll be 10 minutes late, we go, no problem. No is a negative word. Problem is a negative word. It's a double negative. So even the word no causes the brain to release stress chemicals. So no problem, no dramas, no worries. A good thing to replace it with is just saying all good. All good. I'm going to be 10 minutes late. All good. I'm sick and tired of. We mentioned that. Every time we say the word I forgot, we are programming ourselves that I forgot. We're telling ourselves that we forgot. When in actual fact, we probably haven't forgotten. At that very minute, we haven't recalled it. So rather use the expression, it'll come to me. It's in my mind, it'll come to me. Also saying I'm not good enough, or I'm not smart enough, I'm not rich enough, I'm not clever enough, I don't have the qualification enough, I can't do this because of that. Cancel all of that. Keep affirming the very opposite, that you are good enough, that you can do anything, that your potential is unlimited. Or even this expression, I'm afraid I'm going to be late. Afraid? Why afraid? Again, say what you want. I hope I'll be early. I want to be early. Say it what you want. So this is a silver method technique. It's called the cancel technique. And every time you catch yourself speaking negatively, especially about yourself, I can't do this, I shouldn't have done that right, I'm such an idiot, whatever it is, just go cancel, and overwrite it with a positive statement. And the more you practice this, the more your awareness about your self-talk will go up. Now, I have to say this is one of the most underestimated techniques. If you could just practice this, cancel all your negative thoughts and expressions. Don't allow even one. Create a new brilliant habit of positive speech, positive affirmations, positive self-talk. encourage yourself, like you encourage a friend you care about. You can do this. I know you can. You're getting better every day. You can achieve your goals. You can increase your income. It feels good when you do well. Well done on today. Did a great thing. Whatever it may be. Speak to yourself and encourage yourself. Your own voice is the most powerful voice in your life. And your own voice and your own words are programming you every second of the day. Louise Hay, I've got her book here and I'm busy reviewing it. You Can Heal Your Life, great book. Says every word we say programs our lives, programs our bodies, and changes our experience. Every word you say counts. So there's a tip for you. So that's, as I said, it's one of the foundational ones. And the clock technique I've spoken about, the sleep I've spoken about, it says that sleep is the golden chain that ties health and our bodies together. We need sleep. They've got so many studies of interrupted sleep or deprived sleep, and people literally lose their cognitive ability. Their memory goes. Often it's nothing to do with memory. A person just doesn't get enough sleep, or they're stressed and they have problems to accessing their memory. Also with sleep, you actually become pessimistic. I don't know if you know that, but if a person gets good sleep every night, you find yourself more happy. You find yourself more optimistic. You see the glass half full more often. So sleep is very important. Okay, those were the 4 foundational techniques or necessities. I'm now going to go on to the next 4, which is to really build your life for health, wealth, and happiness. So it says here by Louise Hay, if you accept a limiting belief, it will become a truth for you. Of course it will. And what is a belief? A belief is just some idea or thought that for you, you've made it true. You've made it true for you. You've adopted it as some form of truth for you. And what happens? Our beliefs create our reality. Your living experience, whatever it is a reflection of your beliefs. So 2020 was a very interesting year. I don't know how it was for you personally. And don't beat yourself up if you've had a bad 2020. I'll just say this. If you make enough surveys or question enough people or go on the internet if you're unsure or doubt what I'm going to say, but if you know people in your life who seem to have a really good life, it seems like luck is always behind them, things go right for them, they seem to always be happy, they really seem to enjoy life overall. If you ask them about 2020, I have found that people with a positive mindset have actually had a very good 2020. If you ask people who generally complain a lot, are quite negative in their thinking, are quite pessimistic, have a lot of negative talk and negative self-talk, criticize everybody, including themselves, are quite angry, grumpy often, that their 2020 was probably one of the worst years they've ever had, and they'll complain about just about everything to do with the year. Now, why am I mentioning this is because 2020 and whatever happened in the year, regardless of which country you are in and how it happened, it was a subjective experience. People think it was just a bad year for everyone. No, it wasn't. It was a very good year for some people. And if you doubt what I'm saying, as I said, make those inquiries. I was having a Zoom chat with 2 silver colleagues of mine in other countries in the world, and we all had really fantastic 2020 years. And we're not saying this to try and brag or anything. It's not that. It's that your reality is created by your beliefs. And for me, for one, I try to avoid the news. I try to avoid the media. I don't buy into any of the negative discussion that's going on and the threat of this or the threat of that. And whatever happens, I make the most of it. So during the time when I couldn't have classes and we had to social distance somewhere between March, April, May, June, somewhere around there, I actually thought this is a blessing in disguise. I made the most of that time, worked on myself, did more courses, meditated more, rested more, slowed it down, really improved my health, worked on my mindset, changed things up because I couldn't work with people around anymore. So I chose to do different things on Zoom. Whatever it was, that's an example. Your life, it doesn't have to be 2020. It can be any part of your life. Whatever you choose to believe is going to create your reality. So be very aware. If you've got any thoughts in your head that make you feel bad, that is a limiting belief. Your beliefs should make you feel good. When you think of them, they should empower you. They should make you feel uplifted and encouraged and positive. If a thought goes through your head, or you have a belief about something, this isn't good, the economy is bad. If you think the economy is bad, that's a belief. I just want to tell you this. Whatever the economy, someone's claiming it. It's on the news. An economist is putting it out there. It's not the reality for everyone. It's a collective idea that's just spread. If you go back to 1929 with the Great Depression, read books about it, especially Napoleon Hill's book about it. Read books like Outwitting the Devil by Napoleon Hill. He'll tell you that the Great Depression was caused by the spread of a negative idea. There were no actual tangible causes. They were created from the negative idea. The negative idea was first. So beliefs are so important. I cannot stress it enough. Write down areas of your life where you're not happy, where things are not going well. And then ask yourself, what beliefs do I have that are supporting this bad experience? You'll find there are negative beliefs. You have to change them. If you want a better outcome, you need to change those beliefs. So how do we change beliefs? Well, the best way to change any belief is through visualizing. Visualizing, visualizing, visualizing. My friends, you must visualize every day, even if it's for just 5 minutes. Close your eyes, calm yourself down, focus within, forget about the outside world, just focus on how you feel inside, relax, take a few deep breaths, become calm. And then the thing that you want, visualize like a movie of you having that thing, experiencing that thing, doing that thing, being that thing, whatever it is. And as it becomes more and more real in your visualizing, then step into that actual image of you, become one with that image, and try to experience it fully with all your senses. Like, what does it smell like? And what does it look like? And is there a breeze, or is there music? Can you hear it? Or birds singing? Can you hear it? Can you feel things with all your mental senses? The more you practice, the better you become. It's like a daydream with your eyes closed, creating a movie in your mind using your imagination of the thing that you want and how it feels to already have it. And the most important thing when it comes to visualizing, the most important thing, if you're writing notes, this you need to write down in capital letters. Emotion. E-motion stands for energy in motion. Emotion is energy in motion. You need to feel that emotion of how good that feels, because when you do that, you are then changing your programming, you are reprogramming your mind, you're building new neural pathways, you're impressing on the subconscious, you're creating a new belief. And that's how you do it. So Jose Silva says, when we forget to use visualization and imagination, it's like not using our minds. We were gifted with the most incredible, unlimited imagination. Why do we have imagination that's unlimited? Because you can create anything with your imagination. And if you do that in your mind, you can go there in your life. If you can see yourself healthier, it's the only way you'll get healthier. If you can visualize and imagine yourself wealthier and what you'd be doing if you had more money and how you'd be enjoying it, it's the only way you can become wealthier. If you see yourself happier, just enjoying life, smiling, laughing, having fun, see yourself laughing with friends till your stomach hurts, it's so good, having such an incredibly happy time, joy, joy, joy. If you can visualize that, I promise you your life will reflect that. And when it comes to wealth, some people go, oh, they have a bit of a negative feeling that comes up for them regarding money. That's a limiting belief. I want to tell you, there's nothing wrong with money. Money is nothing more than a means to do things. If you have money just in the bank, it's nothing. It's doing nothing there. But if you use the money to improve your life, to improve the lives of someone else, to help others, which we should do, I believe in it with my whole heart. Where is it here? In my book, I wrote a book, and there's a section here called tithing. 10% of every dollar you earn should be doing some good in this world that helps another cause, as if you are the hands of God in this world doing some good, and for that good you do, you get to keep 90%. We should all be doing good. The more money we have, the more good we can do. Money is an energy. It really is. We can help it to grow our business. We can do it to enjoy things together with people. We can make the lives of other people better. We can make the environment better, life for animals better. are tied a lot to animal causes. They can't help themselves. Who've they got? They don't even have a voice. So for me, I really am passionate about helping animals. So whatever it is for you, it can be anything. But money is not the root of all evil. And if that's what you think it is, you need to change that belief. Otherwise, you'll struggle to ever have enough money or as much money as you want. Greed is the root of all evil. We know that greed is fear turned inside out, and it's underlined with fear. When we have love in our hearts, money seems to flow through our lives much more freely and more abundantly, and we find that we do such great things with love in our hearts when we have more. So it's all good. To say that you want more health, is that a bad idea? No. So if you say you want more wealth, that's also not a bad idea. Why? There's nothing wrong. So I'm just mentioning that because some people have an issue. And I speak for myself. When I first got Bob Proctor's program, I bought it years ago, called The Secret Science of Getting Rich. And one of the first chapters is that you have a right to be rich. It used to sound really strange to me, those words, and kind of has something underlying, it didn't sit well with me. And I thought to myself, you have a limiting belief somewhere, some conditioning. I listened to that audio book over and over again, and I'm not kidding. If I say 100 times, that's a little of how many times I listened to that audio book until eventually I could hear everything in every chapter and feeling, yep, that's true. That's a good way of thinking. That's a good viewpoint. And that's how it should be for everyone. So manifesting your goals, as I said, this is Bob Proctor who said it. If you can see it in your mind, you're going to hold it in your hand. You have to see it in your mind first, so visualize every day. Visualizing is essential to create better health, wealth, and happiness. Just to add, if you do the silver method, we use mirror of the mind or hollow viewing as structured techniques to goal achieve or solve problems. So problem solving skills is exactly the word skill. It's a skill to be able to solve problems well. I always pay attention and notice when something is a problem, who has good problem solving skills, who's got really good ideas, who's quick to come up with them, who sometimes just sees no solution and gets stuck and paralyzed by the smallest problem. There's a difference between how people are. So problem solving is actually a skill you can develop. It says that every problem has a solution. I'll have to say it even a better way. Every problem has an infinite number of solutions, not just one. There's countless ways to solve any problem. You just have to be creative enough to find it. Yes, that's so true. You know, Les Brown says that a problem is an opportunity to become creative. And when I heard that the first time, I thought, I'm going to adopt that. And in my life, whenever there's a problem, I tell myself, Janine, this is in your life right now to challenge you, to step up your creativity. You know, go to the next level of creativity. Because that's exactly what it is. When we got very creative minds, we're better at solving problems. Wayne Dyer says, the more you see yourself as what you'd like to become and act as if what you want is already there, the more you'll activate those dormant forces that will collaborate to transform your dream into reality. So what are dormant forces? Dormant forces are really like in the law of attraction. Abraham Hicks, if you've ever heard of Abraham Hicks, I really do follow Abraham's teachings. I think they're great. They're called cooperative components. When we're bringing something into reality, then, you know, everything kind of conspires to make it happen. That's exactly it. So the more you see yourself, that's using your imagination, what you'd like to become, I love the word become, and do that with eyes closed and visualize that as if it's already there, so you see yourself having it and achieving it. The more you do that, the more you'll activate those dormant forces, because it's energy. Everything is energy. This whole universe is made of energy. Every atom, subatomic particle is made up of energy. So everything in this universe is connected. So the law of attraction says like attracts like. So if you visualize yourself having it, you change your vibration to a different level and different frequency, and you'll start to attract into your life things that are vibrational match to that. And that's exactly how we do manifest what we want. Another way of saying this quote, which is Napoleon Hill's, is whatever the mind can conceive, that's visualization, imagination. And do it enough, believe it can achieve, which is very true. So when it comes to problem solving, just to remind those who've done the Silva method on the techniques that we use, you've got the glass of water technique. That's to solve a problem. We do it effortlessly. We don't have to think. The answer just comes. We also use mirror of the mind. That's really visualizing for the outcome that we want when we know what the outcome is. We can use our laboratory and counselors. That's my favorite technique for solving problems. There's never ever in my life been a problem I haven't been able to solve, and I mean that with my whole heart. Using the laboratory and counselors, it is the most powerful technique for me in the Silva method. There's also dream control, which is quite amazing. You practice it. This book came to me in a dream, every chapter, and the structure of the book, which I'm very grateful for. I always say I don't take credit for the structure of the book and how it was put together and the chapters, how they interlink. It came to me in a dream. The other technique in the Silva method is hollow viewing. So if you've done Silva, hollow viewing is similar to mirror of the mind, except the difference is we are seeking guidance. We don't know the next steps. We actually want guidance, and that's hollow viewing. So if you haven't done the Silva method, go to the website and read up about it, or just Google Jose Silva. It really is a very, very powerful program to help you in every area of your life create better and better. And the last one, which is very important, which is developing your intuition. And this for me is one of the most important techniques you can ever develop, or skills you can ever develop in your life, because your intuition is a guiding mechanism. It helps guide you. And as I said, the 8 principles, this is not the last one, it's the second last one. Intuition is like your GPS, and the more we can trust ours, and the more discerning we become to know whether it's true intuition or fear or wishful thinking, the more we're going to use it with confidence, you'll find that your life will guide you to your best next step always, to your next best opportunity always, to becoming a better you, fulfilling more of your potential, building or finding your purpose and making that more expanded and in a better and more expressive way. That comes from your intuition. The same as making wrong decisions. Your intuition will guide you. You'll get that feeling. Don't do it. Doesn't feel right. Just something, that gut feeling, that hunch. Follow it. It'll be right. You'll be always right. Your intuition will always lead you right. It will never ever lead you wrong. And trust it always and follow it. If ever you find that it did lead you wrong, then go back and reflect on it and work out what happened there, because it was guaranteed either fear or wishful thinking, but it was not intuition. Intuition will always lead you right. So I mentioned this as a very, very important step, and there's more and more emphasis even on the Fortune 500 companies now and the top executives and CEOs on, making an effort, I don't know, somehow, some way to develop their intuition, because they know people are better in business with a good sense of intuition. You can read trends better. You kind of have a sense of where the market's going. You have a sense of, this is a good decision for the company. This is a good decision, for the people in the company, whatever it may be. So in the Silva method, the 4-day program, 2 full days are spent developing, refining, and accessing your intuition. And it is phenomenal. If you've done it, you'll know what I'm talking about. And if you haven't done it, I'm telling you, you'll blow your socks off as to how intuitive you are, because we all have intuition. Everybody was born and designed by our Creator. Automatically, we are that way. We created that way with this 6th sense. We may all not use it, but we all have it. And can you develop it? 100% you can develop it. And we do that in the Silva method. And why I love intuition is because it guides you to the last principle, number 8, which is finding your life's purpose. This is just some words out of my book, Living in the Flow. It just says your life purpose gives your life meaning. It's why you do what you do. And when I say meaning, it says there, which in simple term implies that it's meaningful to others. Life purpose can never be about yourself and your own ambition. It always relates to others. It says if you are living your life purpose, you are making a difference. You are solving or correcting problems to make this world a better place. You can see on many of the slides in the presentation, I'll just move that down. It says creating a better world on many of the slides. I'm leaving that now on my presentation, and I'm going to talk about that more and more, because I believe everybody has a responsibility to create a better world. If we think we're going to leave the world in the state that it is in up to politicians or big business or somebody else to fix it, then that's really gross negligence, in my view. Gross negligence. You're a powerful, creative being. You're born in the image and likeness of your Creator. And what does that mean? It means that you have the power to create. Yes, the difference between you and source energy or God, whatever term you want to use, is the degree of power. Like a droplet of water from the ocean is exactly the same as the water in the ocean, except one drop doesn't have the power, immense power of the whole ocean. That's like source energy and one droplet. You are one droplet. You're a physical extension of God, a physical extension of source energy, and so is every other thing in this universe, and every other being is an extension of source. Everything is. So with that creative power, we have a responsibility to do things to make this a better world, to solve problems, to help prevent problems, to correct problems, to enhance the lives of others, to help other people. And my philosophy is on creating a better world is whatever in your life has helped you, whatever it may be. If anything in this presentation tonight has been helpful to you, share it with somebody else. That's creating a better world. If you've read any book that's been helpful to you, whatever the book may be, tell someone. Buy them the book as a gift. Teach it. Share it with others. If there's people that you love, of course there are in your life, share it with them. Pass it on. If you've got friends, whatever helped you, share it with them. That's how we create a better world in the most simple terms. Of course, you can do much bigger and better things than that, but that is an obligation and the initial step. I think if everyone practiced that, boy, would we be making a huge difference. And that's why for me, I teach the Silva Method. It helped me so much. It saved my life. It changed my life. It's the greatest gift I've ever been given on how it's transformed my life. I am now committed, really with my whole heart, to teaching it for the rest of my life, as long as I can, and help as many people as I can. So if you've done it and it's helped you, share it with somebody else. Encourage them to potentially do it. Tell them, bring them along. I've got people who've done the Silva Method and brought their kids, 10 years old, 8 years old, 12 years old, or family, but their kids, think about that, to help them create a better world. So finding your purpose is always about others, whatever it may be, whatever skill you have or talent that you have. If you improve the lives of others with that skill or talent, that's living with purpose. That's living with meaning. It can be anything, absolutely anything. Now, if you don't know what your life purpose is, please don't feel terrible or lost or anything. I never knew my life purpose for the first 40 years of my life. And it was frustrating for me. It was. However, if you want to know what it is, because there was a day that I said, I want to know what my life purpose is. I just knew I wanted my life to have meaning. And it actually happened after my younger brother passed away. That kind of brought me to that crossroads. I want to know that my life has meaning. What am I meant to be doing in this life? And when I started asking that question, I was drawn to more and more things which made sense to me, but that really fired me up, that were really my passion. And that's the clue, is to finding life purposes. What are you passionate about? What do you really love to do? I've got a few notes here. What do friends, family, or colleagues turn to you for, that they think that you're good at? What did you love doing as a child? What do people praise you for or give you compliments for? For what thing specifically? You must be good at that thing. What do you love so much? Really love it so much, you'll do it for nothing. But you know what? You'll do it so well, people probably want to pay you for it. That's a clue to what your life purpose is. What's very close to your heart? What makes you either extremely joyous or very, very sad? That's passion. What are you passionate about? In your passion lies your God-given purpose. Another one in the Silva Method, there's a particular meditation on connecting to purpose, to finding your life purpose. So that's how it helped me. That was how I found mine. It was through the Silva Method. I practiced the technique several times. I never got the answer straight away, and I was a bit frustrated by it. But there's no way that you don't plant the seed in your subconscious mind and it starts to germinate And slowly but surely the answers come. And it definitely was in there for me. And of course, intuition, because it was guiding me to make certain decisions. And when I found my life purpose, I bumped into it. It wasn't like, oh, it's that thing, I'm going to go for it. There it is. It's not. It was an exploratory path. A bit of this, a bit of that, experimenting, trying new things. And then my passion was so ignited. And I thought, wow, this was the best day I've ever had. Imagine doing this for the rest of my life. And that was really just teaching and training. And I'm very blessed today to have come out of corporate after 20 years. I've been running my own business now for 6 years. Now in 2021, it will be 6 years. And happier than ever and living a life of meaning and purpose. And I want that for everyone. This book that I wrote, Living in the Flow, the subtitle here says, A Guide to Discovering Your purpose and value in this world, because you do have value. So if you don't know your life purpose, maybe read my book, do the Silver Method, give me a ring, let's have a chat about it. But I want that for everyone, absolutely everyone, to live a meaningful and purposeful life of joy, fulfillment, health, wealth, and happiness. So my friends, I hope this has been helpful. If you've known all these principles before, I'm not surprised. I'm not trying to share anything of rocket science or new. I'm just trying to remind you of things you already know, because there's a big difference between knowing and doing. And there's a gap. The biggest gap in the world for everyone is between that they know and that they do. So these 8 principles of better health, wealth, and happiness really are helpful for everyone. Just let's practice, these things. So let's just sum it up. Meditate and relax. So please do the long relax if you're not doing it already. Every single day, in the morning. Make it a habit, a way of life. Your life will improve bit by bit. Become stronger, better, and more active in managing your inner dialogue. Use the cancel technique. Now that I've shared it with you, teach everybody in your household the cancel technique. Use it all the time. Put each other up on negative self-talk. It's about your self-talk, not other people's. But if they're doing it, you say cancel to remind them to say cancel, and you must override it with the positive. Don't just go cancel. That doesn't really do anything. You've got to practice the overriding and using the positive statement. So over time, all you're doing is using the positive statements, and you stop using the negatives completely. Wake up every day without an alarm clock. Start today if you're not doing it already. And if you are, great, high five, well done to you. Do that. It will give you confidence in your ability to manifest a goal. And if you can do that, what else can you do? What else can you manifest? What else can you create in your life? And then sleep. I didn't go into the sleep control technique. That's in the Silver Method, but just in brief, if you've done the Silver Method, you know what that is. But for anyone else, really briefly, what I can suggest is lie in bed and take several deep breaths and relax. And then just count backwards from 100 to 1. Maybe do it in time to every breath. Inhale, exhale, 99, 98, 97, and so on. Don't think of anything else. Just focus on your deep, slow, rhythmic breathing and count backwards and see if it helps you get to sleep. But don't use sleeping pills. They're so bad for you. And they knock you into a deep level of theta or delta. You don't get enough alpha level sleep, which is all there to rejuvenate and recharge your body. So sleep is massively important. Visualize every day, even if it's just 5 minutes. If you're a silver grad, use the mirror of the mind. Use hollow viewing. When it comes to problem solving, be creative. Don't try and avoid problems. Don't think of them as, oh, I've got a problem, I don't want it, and have aversion to it. Don't. Embrace it. Say, I have a problem. It's an opportunity to become creative. Yes, it's an opportunity for me to become better. There are the techniques there. If you have done silver, use them. Use them with excitement. You've got techniques, use them to create everything that you want. And then develop your intuition. Just if you haven't done the Silver Method, just trust your intuition. Become aware of your gut feeling, your hunches, and follow them. And ask yourself more and more, I'm going to be aware of my intuition today. I'm going to follow my intuition today. Sometimes you have a question in your mind. Say, what do I really sense is the right answer for this? And see what comes up for you. Just follow it and start practicing more and more. And then definitely find your life purpose. If you haven't found it already, make it a point, make it your number one goal to find what your life purpose is. And remember, your passion is the clue. What are you passionate about? And then if you do know your life's purpose, meditate, journal, whatever it is, to expand it. Your life purpose is not a one statement, finite place or thing. It's an evolving purpose. It evolves. I mean, even if I think about Louise Hay, she started off out of her garage, doing a few teachings and things, and eventually she started a publishing company, and you know, her own purpose evolved, and she only started in her 40s and then started Hay House in her 60s, I think. So it evolves. Never think it's a finite thing. So that's it. I hope this was helpful. Now what we generally do now is a guided meditation. So I'm going to ask you some questions and you're going to get some answers for your life. So what I'm going to recommend that you do is just quickly grab a pen and paper and then sit in the most comfortable position with a pen in your hand and the paper in your lap. You don't have to really open your eyes or move much. And I'll first do a relaxation slowly from head to toe with a bit of visualizing of a scene of a waterfall of cleansing energy. And then at the end, when you're nicely relaxed, I'll ask you 3 questions about your intention for the month ahead. So just before we get onto that, let me just share with you what's coming up. So the next Meaningful Monday is the first Monday of February, which is the 1st, and the topic is some beliefs worth believing. I was going to title it What I Believe, but maybe some people don't care about what I believe. So I thought, what about beliefs that are worth believing no matter who you are, what culture you're in, what background you're from, where you live, whatever your conditions. These are some beliefs worth believing, and they really are very good. So these are my beliefs. I will be sharing what I believe, and I must tell you, my beliefs create my living experience. And when something's not working in my life, I look at my beliefs and I find that thing that's interfering, and I make a concerted effort to change it. And the more good beliefs that you start adopting intentionally, the better your life becomes. In terms of the next events, Silver Manifesting is for everyone, not just a silver grad. You can be a non-silver grad and you can do Silver Manifesting. It's a 2-day course. What's it about? Manifesting. And that was actually the very first exposure I had to the Silver Method, was Silver Manifesting Home Study Program, which I used with enormous success. And then I got to do the Silver full 4-day program, which is also available in February from the 18th to the 21st. That's 4 days. And once you've done the Silver Life and Intuition System, the 4-day immersion, you can review for free for the rest of your life, unlimited, anywhere in the world, over 100 countries. So if you haven't done it, I recommend it. And if you have done the Silver Method, again, think about creating a better world. Who do you know in your life that needs it more than you do? Because guaranteed, your life is probably better than some other people, and they need it, and they really do. So you helping them with tools and techniques to improve their lives, you're creating a better world, and you'll bless them, and you'll be blessed as a result of blessing them. So those are the next events coming up. The Think and Grow Rich Mastermind is sold out. If you are interested in joining Think and Grow Rich, a future one, please just contact me to pre-book or reserve a seat for whenever the next one is. I don't have a date. I do it once a year for sure. Sometimes I do it twice a year. I'll just see how the year rolls out, and if I do another one and you're on the list, I'll contact you first. All right, so now I'm going to put my video off and we'll put some music on, and I'll just guide you through this quick meditation. So just grab a pen and paper, as I said, sit on your lap, relax, take a few deep breaths, and there's nothing to do but follow the instructions. Okay, find a comfortable position, close your eyes, take a deep breath, and as you exhale, allow all the tensions and pressures in your body to just release and float away. Take another deep breath, and as you exhale, begin to feel your body relaxing. Let's start at the top of your head. Feel the tension leaving your scalp. Relax your scalp. Relax your forehead. Relax your eyes and the tissue surrounding your eyes. Relax your cheeks. Relax your tongue and jaw. Relax your whole face. A soft smile helps you relax the muscles of your face. Take another deep breath in, and as you exhale, relax your shoulders, arms, and hands. Take another breath, and as you exhale, feel the tension leaving your back. Relax your back from your neck to the end of your spine. Take another deep breath in, all the way into your chest and abdomen. Full deep breath, and as you relax, relax your chest. Take another deep breath in, and as you exhale, relax your abdomen. Relax your hips and pelvic area. Relax your thighs. Relax your knees. Relax your calves. Relax your feet all the way down to your toes. You are now experiencing a deep state of relaxation. I'm now going to count backwards from 10 to 1. On each descending number, you'll feel yourself going deeper and becoming more and more relaxed. 10, 9, feel going deeper. 8, 7, 6, deeper and deeper. 5, 4, 3, deeper and deeper. 2, 1. You are now at a deeper, healthier level of mind, deeper than before. You're now going to create in your mind an ideal place of relaxation. It can be real or imagined, somewhere that you've been, or somewhere that you'd like to go. And allow it to be a place that you feel totally relaxed in. Begin to experience this place of relaxation now. Now that you've created your ideal place of relaxation, you're going to add a waterfall of white light into the scene. Place it wherever you choose. This waterfall of white light is gentle, allowing you to stand under the cascading white light. The light is a healing energy, a clearing energy. Your waterfall of white light is now created. Walk over to the waterfall and stand under the white healing light, allowing the white light to swirl around you, encompassing you within its glow. It is clearing the stress, tension, and clutter away. Experience how it clears your energy field, your atmosphere, your aura. And now notice how much happier you look. Notice the smile on your face. See how all the weights you've been carrying are no longer a burden. Notice how your energy field is expanding out as you are radiating love. This waterfall of light is always available to you whenever you need it. All you need to do is close your eyes and imagine your ideal place of relaxation and immerse yourself in this healing white light. Now take a deep breath, relax deeper, and repeat these beneficial statements to yourself mentally. Every day, in every way, I am getting better, better, and better. Positive thoughts, suggestions, and images bring me benefits and advantages I desire. I will always maintain a perfectly healthy body, mind, and immune system. The following statements are for your better health. Keep in mind, from now on, I will occasionally be speaking in your place. Every second, every minute, every hour, every day, every cell, tissue, organ, and system of my body is revitalized, restored, and renewed, resulting in a perfectly healthy body, mind, and immune system. I'm able to function in harmony, physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually to promote maximum benefits. My awareness in using my mind allows me to do activities that promote increased health, physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. Now imagine the white light turns to green. You are now immersed in a glowing green light. This green light is unconditional love. It surrounds you. It encompasses you. It flows through your entire being. It fills you with love. All those hurts you felt, all those pains you felt, the angry moments, allow this green light, this unconditional love, to heal those spaces now. You are an amazing human being. You deserve love. You deserve joy. You deserve health, wealth, and happiness. You deserve peace. It is now time to step out of the waterfall. Step out of the waterfall of light. Your energy field is now clean and clear. You feel centered, calm, and focused. You are in the flow of universal love and energy. Just take a moment now to bask in this feeling of connectedness. You have now reset your body and mind for the month. It is now time to set your intention for the month of January. Tune in to your higher wisdom. Tune into your higher self. The part of you that when you tuned in guides you and intuitively knows what is best for you. I'm going to count back from 10 to 1. When we reach the count of 1, you will have tuned into your higher self, your intuition. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You have now tuned in to your higher self or your intuition, the part of you that guides you, that intuitively knows what is best for you. Now, keeping your eyes closed as much as possible, answer the following questions and just write down your first impressions. Don't analyze or question anything, just write down the first things that come into your mind and relax. The first question is, what do I need to focus on for the month of January? Write down your first impressions. Whatever comes to mind, write it down, then take a deep breath, close your eyes and re-enter your meditation. The next question is, what steps do I need to take me closer to what I want to be, do, or have? What steps do I need to take me closer to what I want to be, do, or have? Whatever comes to mind, write down your first impressions, then take a deep breath, close your eyes and re-enter the meditation. Next question. What do I need to let go of? What do I need to let go of? And now, just allow a deep breath, and as you exhale, relax. Slowly bring your attention back into your body. I'm now going to count from 1 to 5. At the count of 5, you'll open your eyes, be wide awake, feeling fine and in perfect health, feeling better than before. 1, 2, coming out slowly now. 3, at the count of 5, you'll open your eyes, be wide awake, feeling fine and in perfect health, feeling better than before, feeling the way you feel when you have slept the right amount of vitalizing, refreshing, relaxing, healthy sleep. 4, 5. Eyes open, wide awake, feeling fine and in perfect health, feeling better than before. So welcome back, and thank you very much for putting in the time for yourself to do this Meaningful Monday. I hope you learned something from the teaching on things, as I said, that you probably already know, possibly don't all practice, which is always a good reminder on how to create more health, wealth, and happiness in our life. Then I hope the meditation was helpful. And just remember, whatever you wrote down, trust the answers. If you're very relaxed and your conscious mind was very relaxed, then you definitely tapped into your intuition, and you can always trust your intuition. So whatever you wrote down, make sure that you act on it. Otherwise, my friends, I just want to take this moment as it's the beginning of 2021 and just wish you the most beautiful, blessed, and successful year ahead. Remember, we create our own reality. We are not victims in this world, and this is why I'm so passionate about what I teach, and especially the Silver Method with the tools to help create the life of your design. And that's what I want for everyone. So no matter how 2020 was for you, make sure that 2021, you are very intentional every day about making choices that help you really do create the life of your own design, and do whatever it takes to make sure that more and more you become healthier, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and physically, wealthier in every area of your life, rich in every way, shape, or form. It doesn't only mean materially. It means rich in your relationships, rich in your spirituality, rich in your purpose, rich in your joy and your involvement in life, your engagement with people and your work, your relationships, as I said. And rich, of course, money-wise too. Make sure that you do take steps this year to invest, to grow your wealth, to do something different, to make sure that a year from now you're wealthier than what you are today. As you know, many of you know, I help people invest in property, and that's something I've done in my own life. You sign a couple of papers, you make a few decisions, and then the next thing, you've got the property, and 2-3 years later you sell that property and suddenly got a whole more chunk of money. That's how we create wealth. So whatever it is, it doesn't have to be property, it could be anything for you. But make sure that you are saving and you are investing, and you speaking to people or mentors who are further down the road than what you are, to help you create more wealth. Because we do need mentors. I use mentors in my life that have helped me, go further and further down the road and make better decisions on, what you do with your money. It's not how much money you earn. It's about how much money you create with the money you earn, how we invest it, how we retain it. Some people make a lot and they lose it, and they make a lot and they lose it. Or some people make a lot and spend it all, and they've got nothing to show from it. Because through our lifetime, we definitely earn millions and millions of dollars if you work it out. But how many of us have got that at the end when we, are going to stop working one day? So think about that and be intentional this year to start increasing your wealth. You're going to take some risks, you must. But don't be afraid. Step outside your comfort zone. I love the saying by Joseph Campbell, the cave you fear to enter holds the treasure that you seek. So do things out of your comfort zone to be healthier, to be wealthier, and be intentional about being happier. We choose our attitude. It's one thing that no one can control but you, is your own attitude. So choose happy, choose joy, and wherever you go, with whoever you hang out with, make sure that you are the positive one. You are the joy in that group of people, uplifting others. And that's also how you create a better world. So that's it from me. I hope this has been helpful. Lots of love to you, lots of blessings to you, and I'll see you again next February. And if anybody has any questions, please feel free to contact me anytime or go to the website, whatever you want. Happy to help anyone at any time. And otherwise, cheers until next time. Bye bye.